yes, look who it is. Me, back with you. The one and only middle-aged natural, also known as your very favorite natural internet bodybuilder. And as always, I'm coming back to you with 30 plus years of physique constructing experience. And I'm going to tell you that you are very smart for clicking on that thumbnail to watch this video, because today is a crucially, hugely, vitally important presentation. And the two things I'm going to help you with today are two things that you probably really want to do. That is improving your physique and impressing and exciting girls. Now, one of the things that separates me from a lot of other fitness influencers is the fact that I offer to you irrefutable, undeniable proof that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to constructing an impressive physique. And that's not only by me just showing off my physique, but also through real-life case studies known as physique reactions.
Oh my God!
So if somebody's going to put together a video telling you how to build a physique that impresses girls, well, they better have some proof that they can actually do it themselves. And here on the channel, I have a saying, the proof is in the reactions.
Let me f you right now. Come here.
So as you can see by the title of this video, there is a certain muscle or muscle group that girls really go crazy for. And today, I'm going to show you how to develop and construct that muscle group. So you want to make sure you stick around to the end of the video to see all the important information I'm going to bring to you. And you can make girls go crazy for you. Stick around. Let's go. All right, and if you're wondering what the heck all that footage is from, well, it comes from this new, relatively new YouTube channel that I started there, another channel that I have, M.A.N. Physique Reactions. Just started a couple months ago, off to a really good start though, pretty successful, considered successful for a new YouTuber, new YouTube channel. All my videos are, for the most part, getting multiple thousands of views. So if you think this is something you'd be interested in, head on over there and subscribe for the entertainment value, and you should also be able to get some good motivation from these videos as well. And of course, what you'll also see there, once again, is the proof that I do have the knowledge of how to build and maintain a respectable physique that impresses the ladies.
I've never seen somebody that looks like you for a day in my life. Austin, you're a muscle right now.
And just let me set the record straight here that just because I'm new to YouTube with a couple of brand new YouTube channels does not mean I'm new to building and maintaining a physique. I've been doing that for well over a quarter century, which is probably longer than a lot of you watching this have been alive. And on this channel, you will find a lot of info about maintaining a physique and maintaining youthfulness throughout the years. That's one of the reasons why you can see me getting these kind of reactions from girls who are, quite frankly, probably 20 to 25 years younger than me, if not more. And there are a lot of people, quite a few people, I guess, making these kind of videos on YouTube, but no one even close to my age to get these kind of reactions. So anyway, what is this mystery muscle that this video is about that girls love? Well, since we have these case studies, let's go ahead and let the girls answer that question for themselves.
Can you turn around?
Flex your back, please. Do a lat spread. Turn around and spread your lat.
Turn around to the back.
Can you give me like a 360 or no? Flex the back. I want to see the back.
Bro, damn! Wow.
You have a nice back.
Yes, as you can see, girls absolutely love an aesthetic and well-developed back. And throughout the rest of this video, I'm going to show you how to get it.
Oh my God.
Do you have a girlfriend?
So let's go ahead and take a look at the current state of my own back. And as you can see, this is what it looks like after 30 years of constructing my physique. Maybe carrying a little bit of body fat there on the lower back. About a year ago, though, or the early part of this year, in January of 24, I was 5 or 6 pounds lighter, down to around 6-7% body fat, and pretty shredded up there, as you can see. But let's go ahead and take a look at the anatomy of our back so we can at least have an idea of what we're trying to do when we're targeting these muscles here. You got the traps there, lower and mid traps. So you got the rhomboids, and you have the teres major and minor muscles under the armpits there. There you have the lats, of course. And you've got the spinal erectors there. They're responsible for forming the Christmas tree along with the lower lats. And I like to include the rear delts in there too, part of the back, because that is part of the whole sculpture that you're looking at. So, time to look at all the various back exercises we could do that will eventually result in all the girls that see us wanting to cuddle up with us. Here we have some vertical pulling movements with the wide grip on the bar. And this exercise here will pretty much hammer the whole upper back, the rear delts, and everything you see circled there. And you can see when I do these, as I get toward the end of my set, don't mind myself incorporating some cheating in there with a little butt coming up off the bench a little bit maybe, and just trying to squeeze out the last few reps. You want to go to failure to build muscle. Now we got a different kind of a bar here with a neutral grip. This kind of hits the same area, but also incorporates the lats a little bit more because of that grip. And we can take another look here on the old human anatomy chart. That's the area that's being worked by this bar on that exercise, also incorporating the lats, as I said. And important to note here on this exercise, we do want to get that full stretch at the top, the lats and everything stretching out. You'll feel the rear delt stretching, the arms, the upper back. Getting a stretch and a full contraction, a full range of motion is very important for building back muscles and all muscles. And it's also important to point out that having a strong mind-muscle connection with your back is essential. All right, moving on now to a new bar, a handle here, a little V handle. This one hits a lot of the same muscles, but also will hit the lats more because it's more of an inward grip or closer grip. See the lats there highlighted. And you can also feel this in your traps and a lot of the back muscles. I mean, you're not just isolating any one part of your back when you're doing a lot of back exercises, but you do want to feel that mind muscle connection there. And you can see here just squeezing out a few reps, few last reps, cheat reps, if you will. And usually I know when I'm about done with these, when I can start feeling it in my arms more than in my back. Another really cool exercise we can do here with this type of machine, you see up top, there's two handles or two clips up there. And what you could do for a good lat stretch and a lat squeeze is these one arm cable rows or handle rows. And you can see here, I like to use the opposite hook for the exercise that I'm doing, like on the right arm there, using the left hook and the right hook for the left arm. And what that does is give you a better stretch and a fuller range of motion. All right, now some cable rows here with that same bar that I was just using a minute or two ago that you saw. These are good for getting that stretch there in the lower lat area. Hits your mid back as well. You can also use the smaller handle for these also. And the important part is, though, that stretch right there. A lot of people seem to struggle with that. They're tight in the arms when they do a lot of back exercises. Here you can see a good way to possibly alleviate that. Just let your arms hang down, bend over. Don't look at my butt there, folks. I'm trying to teach you something. Just feel that stretch, let your arms hang down. And that's the feeling that you want to have when you're at the eccentric part of your back exercise. You can also grab a bar there and just do some very light rows with this range of motion, feeling your arms hang down there. And that's the feeling you want to have. You want to stretch out your scapula when you're on the stretch position of these back exercises. And you can see here, just finishing these off with a little body English, some cheat reps, squeezing them out. You can see the rear delts are working. I mean, like I said before, your back works as a whole cohesive unit. So you're basically hitting everything on a lot of back exercises. Now here's a good old tried and true meat and potatoes muscle building exercise for your back, bent rows. This is more of the textbook way to do them. Really bent over like that. And here you can see it go a little heavier on the weight, and I'm not as bent over. You want to wear a belt when you do these. You got to be safe. And it's important to do some rowing motions like that with no chest support. But you can also use chest supported machines like this T-bar variation machine. You see it's got two handles there. It's got wide grip and the closer in grip. The wide grip will hit your inner and upper back a little bit more, and the grip that you see me using there is more for your lats and your lower lats. You want to bang these out. You want to get that full range of motion again. Let your arms extend all the way like that. You can see I'm making some ugly faces. If you're not ugly face lifting, you're not building muscle, folks. And last but not least, for what I'm demonstrating here, we got a rowing machine. And once again, this is hitting a lot of different areas of the back, getting the full stretch and squeezing way back. Now, there are a few other exercises that I'm going to show you here that I don't do anymore personally, although I probably should and may get back into doing them. But what I'm going to do is use some other famous influencers here, and you can see these dumbbell rows Mike O'Hearn's doing here, the legendary Mike O'Hearn. There's another legend in the background there. She looks pretty legendary to me, I guess. And she's walking off into the sunset. But Mike O'Hearn's been doing this a long time. You think I'm old? He's got probably 10 years on me. Now here's another famous influencer on the scene, Massive Iron Steve Shaw, doing some deadlifts. Of course, this is another meat and potatoes exercise, and he's a meat and potatoes kind of guy, so I wanted to show him doing those. And then we have the mega super popular, famous Jeff Cavalier with millions upon millions of subscribers on his YouTube channel, and he's doing these lower back extensions. Now, I also want to incorporate rear delts, as I mentioned earlier. You can see me doing some cable rear delt exercises here. These are really good for building your rear delts. Once again, do not look at my butt. Don't be a pervert. I'm trying to teach you here. And another good thing for rear delts and a lot of other muscles up in that area is these behind the neck presses. And I do have a video on these with some other things too. You want to check that out. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have finished off the back. And now you know everything you need to know about how to please the ladies whenever they request for you to spin around and show off your back. You can also please yourself, by the way, by subscribing to this channel, the M.A.N. Middle-Aged Natural YouTube channel, where I put smiles on faces and where the proof is in the reactions.